Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Passion Paradox podcast. My name is Ryan Go, and I'm going to be your host for tonight's episode. Tonight, we're going to be joined by another member of the entertainment industry. He is a fellow producer and a party promoter hailing from the city of Persephone, Mr. Jamil, the producer, baby. How are you today?
I'm eyeing you, man.
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Look, man, I just got to say before we go into the questions, we got to represent Persephone as best as we can here, man. You're the first guy I have here that is from the same town as me, so we got to represent.
Yeah, I'm from Pars. I wouldn't really say I'm from Parsippany. I lived there for like 2 years. I'm only from East Orange. You feel me?
Oh, you from EO?
Yeah, I'm from EO for real. I was only in Parsippany for 2 years.
Oh, word. Okay, because I know you went to Par High, so I was just looking around your profile. I saw you there.
Yeah, I went to Parsippany for like my junior and senior year. So what I'm saying.
I see you. Okay, okay. So before we get into what you actually do and all the stuff that surrounds that, introduce yourself to the audience, man. Who are you? Where you from? What you do? All that stuff.
Right, I know it's your boys, another producer. You feel me? I'm from East Orange, uh, Essex County. I'm a producer, artist, party promoter, content creator. I do music. Anything when it comes to music, I'm with it. I'm a musician.
Right.
Uh, that's really what I do for you. So I'm saying,
I see. I see. So let's take it all the way back to the beginning of your career, man. What sparked your interest in music production and promotion of parties in general, and how has your journey evolved since you started?
well, I ain't gonna lie. I really started when I was in church. I grew up in the church. You see what I'm saying? So I used to listen to a lot of musicians come in, drummers, organists, piano players, and I fell in love. At the age of 9 years old, I mastered playing drums, and from there, I mastered on playing guitar at the age of 13.
So
And then
you
from there,
started in the church scene.
yeah, for real, really started in church. You see what I'm saying?
That's really interesting because I don't know if you saw the previous episode that I just uploaded. You would be the first. I guess I don't want to just say producer because I've interviewed multiple people that they're not just producers, but they're involved with the music scene, right? You would be the first person I know that started within the church scene, so that's actually really cool.
Yeah, that's really what it was. I started in church, and from there, it just evolved. I went started my freshman year. I started getting into producing. I started hitting the studio more, and my sophomore year, it's really I learned a lot. Started making beats, and then my junior year, I moved to Parsippany. I was still making music. I kind of like fell off. I was still in the music industry. Then my senior
Right.
year, I took it back up, and then after I graduated high school, like things blew up. I started hooking up with my long term friend. His name DSG Kid, underground rapper. I started hanging out with him and other producers. My producers Turn Up Toby, and I started hitting the studio more. And then from there, you know what I'm saying, my music got way better.
Right. Yeah.
And then this party promoting stuff, really for real, that jump really just started, but I really just started blowing up off that for real, for real. I started getting more recognition.
Yeah.
And then I used that to like uh how would you say? I used that to really like put my music out there and
Mhm.
also that party promoting stuff. You know what I'm saying? It started like probably 4 or 5 months ago. I started doing that party promoting. I went to a party and this kid named Joey, he seen me, was like, "Oh, what's going on, bro?" I'm like, "Yo, what's going on?" We clicked up from there, and then we went to a party together, and he had me co-host, and he liked the way I did it, and it all started from there. And then he gave me the Instagram account to run, and from there I blew up. I started getting numbers on Snap, started getting 3K views, 4K views, started going up. A lot of ads every day. So that's really how it all started.
Yeah, because I've been following you for a couple months now, and the way you blew up in the party scene, I've never seen someone do it so quickly. Like it's been what? It happened in a matter of like 2 to 3 months, and you just started co-hosting stuff like immediately, bro. So I want to ask you in terms of party promotion because when people go to parties, right? It's often overlooked as to how much work goes into the setup and determining the location, determining the people that are invited, who runs the event, all that type of stuff, right? So from the perspective of a party promoter, what do you think makes a successful party or event?
I'm not gonna lie, it's really about your audience and it's really about the energy. You see what I'm saying? Like the host. it starts off by the host. You see, it starts off by the door. If you coming into the door with an attitude, my security not doing his job, he too harsh. Y'all coming in already mad. The vibe's not gonna beat it. So it's really about the people that's throwing, especially it don't even you could throw a party in the woods and it could be jumping if the
Right.
vibes is
Yeah.
there. You see
I
what I'm
see what you
saying?
mean
So
because it really depends on the person actually holding it. Because if you're at the door greeting people, with a long face, sad attitude, the vibes are immediately destroyed, right? So, I see how that plays into it. Yeah.
nah, yeah. So like that's really all it is. You see what I'm saying? When I'm at the door, I have my camera out. We record. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, y'all ready for the party? Everybody, you may get 50 people answer. Some people may not answer. But once they get in, you make sure we have the best DJs. We play the best music. I'm telling you, in less than like 20 minutes, the party gonna be jumping. Then you gonna see people record. They're gonna post on their snaps. You'll pull up. The last party I co-hosted was about 500 heads. We had to turn people away. I had to send people home. Like it was crazy, and it lasted for like about 4 or 5 hours. We ended at about 12. It started about like 8:30. You
Right.
see what I'm saying? So that was that, and that's really why I feel like I really blew up there because I got on the Jersey Party Snapchat account, which has 25K followers, and from there that's when my name started getting out there. You see what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Now, in terms of actually marketing the parties and finding the audience for that people will go to your parties, what do you think has been the most successful move? Do you think social media by itself has been able to, grow your audience and grow the amount of people who have been able to attend your events? Or did you start out with word of mouth and has it slowly faded away due to social media?
I really feel like it plays a factor of both. I mean, before the party promoting thing and everything, I had another Instagram account, so it got banned. It was about like 1,000 something 500 on it. That was my main. That's when I had freshly moved to Parsippany,
Right.
and I had a lot. I had a lot of known. I was kind of known. So I'm saying I had a lot of verified people following me. I was known in Jersey already. JTP. Everybody knew me as JTP. You see what I'm saying? Par Hills, Par High, Booton, Whippany, Northeast Orange, my hometown. I was already kind of known.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it was like, mouth. And then once the internet, you see what I'm saying? The internet definitely like played a role. But I feel like I was already known for just being myself. So
Yeah.
I'm saying I was already known for going around being funny. I used to be a funny. I won class clown my senior year. I just bring a lot of vibes to the room. You see what I'm saying? So it was like I already was known. You know what I'm saying? Once you come around me, you know what I'm saying? You gonna know you're around vibes. I
Right.
bring a lot of vibes to the table.
Right. Like you said, because especially for the people from your hometown or wherever you went to school with, like once they go to parties and once they meet up with their own friends, they're gonna be like, "Oh wait, I know this guy. His name's JTP. He hosts really good parties. We should pop out to that." And then from there, it just keeps multiplying and multiplying, and you just see more and more people attend your events. So I would assume it goes down like that, right?
Absolutely, that's exactly how it goes.
Awesome. Okay. So, being in the entertainment industry, whether it's from the producer side or the party side, me and you know that it's a really fast paced industry, right?
Absolutely.
So, in that fast paced industry, how do you stay inspired and motivated despite all of the bad stuff that can happen that could potentially even drain you out?
I mean, for real, you just gotta look at it like, yo, I'm doing it. First off, you can't really do this if you don't love it. You say you gotta love it first. It's all about your passion. So if you got a passion for it, then it's like self motivation. You see what I'm saying? If you're doing something, it depends on what you're doing it for. If you're doing it for the money, if you're doing it for the vibes, you see what I'm saying? It's all about really what you're doing it for. For me, I really do it for the motivation. Now I do it for the vibes, not the motivation. I do it for the vibes. So it's like if I'm making enough money off it, oh well. I'm doing it for the vibes. I want to be happy. If it's making me happy, I know it's gonna make others happy. So really, when it comes to this entertaining stuff, if you're not laughing at your own jokes, you see what I'm saying, and you getting 1,000 people laughing at your jokes, it's not gonna feel the same because it's like I don't even think this funny, but 1,000 people think it's funny.
Yeah,
You
you
gonna
got to
feel
vibe
off.
with it yourself first.
See what I'm saying? So it's really about your vibes. It's really about what you doing it for. And if you're doing it for what you want to do it for, and it's matching up, you're gonna always succeed. And it's gonna be tests and trials. Like right now, the account we got going on is going through some tribulations and the problem with this kid that we sold our Snapchat account to. And you see what I'm saying? There was a lot of questions and debates. Everybody was swiping up, but we getting it figured out. And I've been still going, still promoting parties as much as I can. I actually got to attend a function tonight, two functions. I'm still getting flyers out. and I'm working, it gets hard. You see what I'm saying? I
Right.
went from having like a regular Snapchat, you know what I'm saying? Like, 50 friends you snap. Bro, right now I have over 300, 400 people that have to answer the snaps to. And it's
Yeah.
hard getting back to all of them. Some of them unadd me, some of them add me.
And
It's
these are people
crazy.
you got to get back to immediately, or else it's not going to turn well, right?
You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And then they feel as though, oh, this kid, he's in for the fame. He ain't
Mm-hmm.
responding. You Hollywood. You see what I'm saying? So it got hard, especially that I blew up real fast. You see what I'm saying? It's like every time I got posted on Jersey Party Snapchat, I mean, I got 100 ads. So I blew up really fast on the Snapchat. I ain't gonna lie. Snapchat is where I'm at right now. It's right now. I still got probably 100 more snaps that I ain't even answered to from like months from that party.
Really?
Yeah, so it's pretty intense and it does drain you. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to keep up sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Especially the lifestyle that I'm living. You know what I'm saying? I'm working. You know what I'm saying? I'm still trying to figure out my actual career in life. You know what I'm saying? Content creating. You know what I'm saying? I'm streaming. I'm vlogging, parties. It's a lot. But you gotta just keep your head on like, yo, this is what if this is what you want to do, you gotta do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I totally understand. And let's touch on that because you're doing so many things at the same time. And often I would imagine that it could collide with each other in terms of scheduling, meeting up with different people. How do you as an individual that are doing all these things at the same time, how are you able to keep your head straight and essentially manage your time to the best of your ability?
I mean, I got friends, family. You saw I'm saying I got this my right hand man, DSG kid. He keep me in line. My cousin who's serving in the U.S. Navy, he called me every now and then like, "Yo, what's going on?" I just got simple those people in my life, those 2, 3 people in my life helped me, guided me, and it's just all about self motivation. You know what I'm saying? I get up 5:30 every morning. I get up for work, come home probably 7 in the night, sometimes 2 in the afternoon, and I just think about it, what can I do? I always think about a way to make money. You see what I'm saying? I'm all about my paper. Anybody that know me, I always figure out a way to make some money. So it's really about, like I said, it goes back to the motivational part. It's all about what's in your head. If you wake up and you say you're gonna do this thing, you're gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? I got a lot of haters. You see what I'm saying? Haters gonna
Right.
come. And I
It's
also use
inevitable
that.
no matter what industry you're in, they're always going to be there.
Now for sure. So you got to use that to motivate me. That motivate me. You see what I'm saying? I had a couple of fans like was like, "Yo, you trying to be a YouTuber?" I'm like, "Yeah." They was like, "Yo, that ain't never gonna happen." That right there was like, "Word." Now I'm gonna do it to prove y'all wrong. That right there made me want to get up every morning and keep grinding, keep hustling until I get to where I want to get. You see what I'm saying? So it's basically motivation for me and discipline. That's all it is. Discipline. You gotta train your mind like, yo, I gotta do this. I gotta work. You want to enjoy life, it takes money. And I want to get into the entertainment area where I can have as much as money to feed my moms, feed my father, feed my brothers, and move them out the hood, buy my mom's a house. You see what I'm saying? That's a real man's job. Real man's job is to really provide for his family and give your mom something. Give something back to your moms. I don't want to be no gangster. I don't want to be no goon. I don't want to be none of that. I want 100 mil. And I feel as
Right.
though the way for me to gain that is in the entertainment industry. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's gonna happen.
Nah,
It's gonna
yeah,
happen.
I love everything that you said about that, especially like in terms of focusing on what your true priorities are, right? And making sure you're actually pursuing the right goals at the end of the day. Because there one or two things can happen. You can either stay on the path you're on and become, mega successful, or you can turn to the streets and become a gangbanger, like you just said, right? Now, I want to ask you a question because you are in this position, right? What do you think can happen in our society today to, I guess, steer the youth and like the younger generation in the right direction to pursue the right goals and pursue the right dreams instead of going to the wrong direction, to the streets, to where it all goes down?
I think really for what it is, because a lot of people don't know, and I've been getting this a lot lately, even from the youngsters that I grew up with. Now everybody's saying I look old. You know what I'm saying? I just graduated from Parsippany. I got a couple people from there like, yo, man, you look old. You see, I hang around a lot of OGs, like old people, like OGs that been there, done that been in the streets and came back and got their life back on track. I think with this youth, what a lot of people don't understand is that the youth are affected by what older people say and how they do it. I feel as though we don't understand that old people got, and not no offense to old people, but like OGs, they the ones that made us to what we is now. You see what I'm saying? Our
Right,
moms, our
yeah.
pops. grandfathers. You see what I'm saying? You could tell your mom's, "Look, mom, I want to be a rapper." She look at you like, "What? Boy, you better
No,
go be a
yeah.
doctor. You better go back to school and go be an engineer." You see what I'm saying? They don't believe in you. So I feel as though it's all about the family support. Because right now, I'm gonna be real with you. My mom's gonna support some of the things that I'm pursuing right now, but I'm gonna still do it. And I feel as though if we had that support, a lot of youngsters wouldn't be on the streets. You see what I'm saying? Whether it's good, what if they want to go play football? If they have more family behind them and more black people on their side and whites on their side, it will be a smooth world. And that goes for blacks and whites. You see what I'm saying? I feel as though we don't support each other. Us youngsters, especially people from Jersey. Jersey people will not support people from Jersey. You look at New York, look at New York drill. You see what I'm saying? They support each other. You see what I'm saying? They support their music. I feel as though, especially Jersey. Like I know a couple rappers in Jersey, D Rose, G Fetch. We can name them. Fetty Wap. He in jail right now. Free him. But look, and those are the only rappers that really like they made it out. We had a little bit of support, but we don't support one another in Jersey. We gotta start finding a way and a system to support each other. Us youth. You see what I'm saying? He may not like you going, but we gotta support. I feel as though we don't have the support system. It's just not there in this generation. We don't have that support.
Right. Yeah, I totally agree with everything you said because it all at the end of the day, right, it all comes back to the family and the community that you're in because, when you fall, who's going to be there to pick you up?
Yes, sir.
Man,
That's the deal.
I really love everything that you said right there because every point that you made is true and it still hits till this day. So it's really an honestly an issue that we all, as a society need to come to an agreement with and, we got to work it out together because the future generation, man, it's really dependent on us. If you really think about it, like you just said, it's up to the older people to really guide the youth in the straight way because if we're doing the same bad stuff that, let's say, our pops or people that are older than us are doing, what can you expect of the younger generation to follow with?
Yeah, that's true. That's a fact.
Yeah. So, going through all this, success, I'm sure there's been, you know, crazy lessons and crazy stuff that you've had to go through. And, obviously you're here today, you're on the podcast, we're talking with each other. So it's safe to assume that, you made it out well. You know, what has been the greatest lesson that you've encountered on your journey as a producer and a party promoter?
I'm gonna be real. Is watch who you hang with. That's the biggest lesson I learned in this life at the age of 19, pushing 20. Watch who you hang with. Watch who you call your homies. Watch who you call your brother, and watch who you call your friends. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, those are the main factors that I had to learn. And I won't say I learned the hard way. I really just learned like I learned the way I didn't want to learn. You see what I'm saying? I thought I had friends. You see what I'm saying? You got your friends, homies. Watch who you call your homies, man. That's the biggest lesson. Watch who you call your friends. That's really that. And if I want to get into depth with it, it started in high school. You see what I'm saying? I used to always have my teachers and my pops used to always tell me like, "Yo, you hanging out with all these guys? They not your friends, bro." And I remember like my senior year, it really it really hit. And to this day, I never forget it.
Right.
I remember after, I graduated 23, so it's about like a year ago, 2 years now, going on 2 years. I remember it was after prom. You know what I'm saying? It was after prom, graduation, everything. After graduation, you got graduation parties up in the birds, Parsippany and stuff.
Yeah, you got all that to
Yeah.
attend to, right?
And so I was at one of my man's graduation party in Parsippany, and I'm just sitting there with the clique I used to hang out with my senior year. It was all of us. We had a bunch of femmes and a bunch of guys that was there that we hanged out. That's my little group. You know what I'm saying? And I remember sitting there, and I remember God opened up a vision. I'm sitting there, we at the cookout, whatever, we eating. You see what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of under the influence. I was a little high, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
But God opened up a different eye, and I started seeing, and God started letting me see, like, yo, you're not gonna be with nobody at this table in about 6 months. And I'm like, what you talking about? These my peoples, man. We gonna be hanging out after this. These the guys. And I remember saying it out loud, like, yo, everybody was like, yo, what Jamil went now? I'm like, yo, it's funny because we all sitting here, but 6 more months, none of y'all not gonna hit me up. None of y'all not gonna talk to me. None of y'all not even gonna find out what's going on. We all gonna go our own ways. And everybody was like, nah, man, we gonna still be here, bro. We gonna still hit you up. I remember saying, nah, bro. A lot of y'all gonna even turn into haters. I'm like, yo, a lot of y'all not even gonna be my friend no more. And everybody was like, no, 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 no. I really watched to see it happen. Literally, probably like October, December, I started seeing it like, yo,
It
it
started
started.
happening, right?
I'm like, yo, everybody that was JGP, yo, yo, it was not there. It was not there. So I'm saying those became haters. Like my right hand man's my man's that I was hanging out with in Paul Cyprian, that the first friend I ever had. You see what I'm saying? He became a hater. You see what I'm saying? We stopped being friends over some hating stuff. And I was like, damn, my father used to always tell me, like, yo, watch who you call your homie. Watch who you call your friends. These are people I was clicking up with. You see what I'm saying? Where I was at, they was at.
Right,
And
yeah.
I only got probably like one or two people that I still talk to from up in Parsippany. I don't really talk to nobody up there because a lot of them turn to haters. And if not, fans. A lot of them still watch me. You know what I'm saying? They'll watch me. They give me the views, but they won't click that like button. They won't drop a comment, but they watching you. And they swipe up, yo, what's going on? Swipe up with a bad and negative comment. You see what I'm saying? But they won't like the post. They won't drop a positive comment, but the first thing they dropping is a negative comment.
Some people
But it is
only
what it
watch
is.
to see you fail. I know exactly what you're talking about, bro.
Yes, sir. And that's I think that was like literally my lesson. My life lesson was watch you call your homies, watch you call your friends. You see what I'm saying? That's what I have to say to youngsters. Like people that's graduating high school right now, if you're a freshman in high school, college, whatever it may be, you could be a grown man. Watch who you call your homies. Cause look, my father told me this saying. If you go bankrupt, right, and you with your family, say you with your pops, your moms, your friends, and you go bankrupt, your family not gonna say, "Yo, we went bankrupt." They're gonna say, "Look, Ryan went bankrupt." They're gonna say, "Jamil went bankrupt." But if you win 100 mil, they gonna say,
They
"We
just say
won.
we
We great.
won that, right?
We won that." You see what I'm saying? People want the rain, but they don't want to stay in the rain with me. You know what I'm saying? They want the luxury to follow them. They want to be a part of everything, but they don't want to stay through the storm. They don't want to be through the storm with you, bro. And that's the hardest thing, for real though.
I love everything you said because when people hear that phrase of like watch who you hang out with, be careful who you call your friends, most people just brush it off as some like cliche saying and it's like, man, this shit isn't real. This shit isn't serious, but I love how in depth you went into it and like you literally told the audience that you had this encounter with God and a couple months later you saw it happen with your own eyes right in front of you.
Nah, yeah, for sure. That's a bet. I really seen it. It kind of shocked me. I was like, I was hoping that happened. I was like, maybe I'm just high. Maybe it's the weed talking. Nah, it God really opened up my eye, and I really seen it. I was looking at it sitting at the table. We all having a good time too. We having a good time, and I literally remember saying it out loud. They could quote me if they hearing this, they listening to this. They'll probably be like, yo, Jamil really did say that. I was like, yo, y'all not gonna be my friends in a couple more months from now, bro. You see what I'm saying? I remember saying that. These was my friends. These were my homies. These are people I was cooking up with. After work, I was with them. So I'm saying every day was after practice, I was with them. Those are the people I was hanging. These people I was going to parties with, having the time of my life with.
Right.
That all went down the drain now. Them, I won't even look at them now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Those not my homies, those not my friends. You see what I'm saying? That's what it is though.
Nah, yeah, I get what you mean. Now, a lot of this, from what I'm getting from the response, is that, God has been such a big influence in your life, right? Now, He's been a part of what I'm hearing as to your greatest and biggest lesson of today, right? How has God impacted your life in the personal view, and how has God been able to impact your life in terms of music production and party promotion and stuff like that? Because I feel like, especially in the entertainment industry, a lot of people don't think about God or think that God is just completely non-existent in this scene. So I want to hear your response on that.
Well, look, everybody that know me, you know what I'm saying, my friends and my peoples and my people, they know I put God first. I tell people like, look, man, the only person I fear is God. He ain't even a person. He's the Lord. He is a king. You know what I'm saying? He is spirit. And I got the tat. That was my first tattoo on my chest was fear God. I remember everybody saying, well, look, Jamil, everybody got that tattoo. And I was like, look, that's the difference between me and them. Everybody got that tattoo not knowing the meaning. I said, I'm getting that tattoo because I know the meaning of it. My meaning may be different from the rest. They just get it for a trend. I ain't getting it for no trend. I'm getting it because it means something. I only fear God. You see what I'm saying? And going back to what you were saying, God, as he's opened up my eyes to see a lot of things, and he's given me a lot of opportunities, and a lot of doors has been opened, a lot of blessings. You see what I'm saying? When it comes to this music stuff, I have met some top class people. I've been able to play in bands with some of the most top tier musicians, gospel musicians. I've been able to play with professionals. I've been able to meet YouTubers, TikTokers. I've been able to collab with a lot of people, and that could not have been without God. You see what I'm saying? I
Right.
pray to God. I remember praying to God, like, yo, God, I need you to open up my eyes, put me in situations where I would never even dream of being in. You see what I'm saying? And I have seen God do it. You know, it may not be big, but I've been, you know what I'm saying? If y'all know the Rizzler, what's his name? I've been on a couple of TikToks with him. I know a
Oh, the
couple
guy
of, I
with
got,
the Costco guys. No
nah,
way.
not that guy. The guy that does the Omegle. He does Omegle. What's his
Oh
name? How
yeah, I think I remember
and,
that story you posted. He was in the Jersey Shore, right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
see what I'm
Okay, I
saying?
remember. Yeah. Yeah.
I got direct contact with him. So I can hit him up on Snapchat, like, yo, let's go do a vlog. You see what I'm saying? God has opened up doors, or it's like not many people have these opportunities to meet certain people. You see what I'm saying? My producer right now, I grew up with him. He's famous. Look him up on Instagram. Turn up Toby. See what I'm saying? Verified. See what I'm saying? Top notch producer. He worked with like official artists and rappers. That's my producer. You see what I'm saying?
I love everything that you're saying right now, man. It's so inspiring and like so motivational because people just don't understand how good God's work is, especially when you really listen to what he's saying. Because some people, they'll pray to God and they'll get a response, but still choose not to listen to him, and they wonder why stuff doesn't go their way. So just to see and hear your story as to like how God has impacted your life, it's truly inspiring, bro. So after all the smoke and mirrors, after all the trials and tribulations that you have to go going through, what legacy do you hope to leave behind in this industry?
Like I said before, the legacy I want to leave behind is being one of the greatest producers, one of the greatest entertainers, and the greatest artists to ever come out of the state of New Jersey, in the city of East Orange. And I want my name to live on, you see what I'm saying, for years, decades. I want people to remember me as one of the greatest to ever do it. My sons, my family, my mom, my dad, my brothers, when they walk through, I want them to look at them like, yo, you were ladies and Jamil, the producer? He was the greatest guy ever to come out of New Jersey. You see what I'm saying? I want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm going to make sure I get there, no matter how hard or how long it take. I'm going to get there for sure.
Word two. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in today. You know, Jamil, before we close out, is there anything that you'd like to say to the audience, whether it be, you know, words of advice, motivation, anything, bro?
Like I said before, man, all my youngers out there from Jersey, New York, Connecticut, PA, wherever you may be at, yo, stay focused, man. Stay on that grind. Get to that paper. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing like having some money in your pocket. You see what I'm saying? Get to that paper. Don't focus on what's gonna bring you down the wrong road. You see what I'm saying? And I tell a lot of my boys, if you my right hand man, no. Just don't worry about no girls for the guys or that's on here. Don't worry about no girls if you don't got no money in your pocket. 'Cause at the end of the day, you worrying about them, they gonna find somebody that got twice as more money than you. And you gotta realize the generation we live in right now, you can't talk to a girl if you don't got no money. You see what I'm saying? Right now, these firms, if you ain't got no money, you ain't got a big car, you can't talk to them. So get to that paper and stay on the grind and believe in yourself. Don't never let nobody tell you can't do it. You could do it. You see what I'm saying? If God did and you can. See what I'm saying? God believed in you before you was conceived. You see what I'm saying? Before you was in the womb, God believed in you because he died and caused for our sins. So he believed, like, yo, I'm going to die on the cross for these guys way before I make them. So he believed in you so you could do it. Put your head to it. Wake up in the morning and grind. Go to the gym, whatever it may be. Work on that. Work on that. Just keep working. Keep that grinding. I'm telling you, you're gonna succeed. That's a bet.
Amen, bro. I love all of that you just said. So before we go, you got any, you know, plugs or like any social media you want to plug into?
For sure, for sure. Follow me on the gram at official.jtp2024. Follow me on TikTok at Jamil Producer 2024. Add me on Snap official.jtp2024. Follow me on all platforms. YouTube, Jamil Produce. I'm on there. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? That's a bet.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Passion Paradox podcast, My name is Ryan Go, and we'll see you in the next episode. Good night.